Hey, 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 everybody, welcome this Sunday evening. Oh, TikTok is counting down, so we're going to wait till TikTok counts down. So, hey, TikTok, hello, everybody. Welcome. I am so happy to be with y'all this evening to go over exactly who I am, what I do, and what my heart's desire is as far as reaching the masses as much as I can. So, not only do I want to tell you what my purpose is, also want to get into what our platform is, what our training program is. And I'm going to slide you over a little bit. TikTok calls. It looks like I'm cutting off. Okay. Still looks like I'm cutting off. Keep on sliding. Okay. I think that gets it. Well, maybe I ought to slide. Okay. Anyway, so again, yes, I want to share with everybody what I am doing and how I am hoping my mission can help you all. If you are new here, if you have not seen any of my content, my name is Sandra. And it is my mission to reach as many women, especially mommies, as possible. As I say all the time, I serve everybody, but I'm laser focused on trying to reach women who are burdened, who are overwhelmed, who are stressed with never having enough. And why is that my mission? Because that was me for 32 years. I was caught up in that vicious cycle of never having enough. I could not earn enough income to make my ends meet. Hey, Richard, it is a pleasure to have you join us. Hey, I thank you for stopping by. um Again, I've never been one to, well, not, I won't say never because I'm no longer in that spot, thank you Jesus, but for 32 years I was never able to work a job that paid me enough with my regular income to make my ends meet, and that was literally to cover the basic cost of living. So that was food, clothing, shelter. Basically, that's it. We did not try to live an extravagant life. We weren't worried about keeping up with the Joneses, doing none of that. We were just trying to live. My husband and I had two little girls and did not realize children were so expensive. But yeah, that was kind of a shock for us. Hello there, Emma Rabo. Welcome. So, I want to go over tonight exactly why I do what I do. As I stated, for 32 years, I was always caught up in that vicious cycle of never enough. My income was never able to meet my obligations. So, I always had to have a side hustle. Hey there, Lonnie. I always had to have a side hustle. So, over those 32 years, I tried 17 different side hustles, and not one of them gave me enough of a cushion to still make my ends meet. I wound up spending more money. Hey, Castillo. Hey, Dante. Welcome, everybody. I could not make ends meet, even with working side hustles, 17 different ones from 17 different industries. I was a telemarketer. I sold picture frames. I sold vacuum cleaners. I did medical transcriptionists. There were so many things that I tried. And I will tell y'all, even with working, the difference in side hustle number 18. Side hustle number 18 is not just a side hustle. That is my business. That is what I am currently doing. And because I retire in 2 years, I knew I had to have something to supplement my income because I knew that I would not be bringing in the same amount of money that I am currently making while I'm gainfully employed. So in 2022, I started looking for a way to earn extra money. And I knew I was not going to do what I did from 1991 to 2022. And that was go to another location to try to earn an additional dollar. I was done trading time for dollars. Besides the fact that I couldn't do what I started doing in 91. I was much, much older. I didn't have that patience. I didn't have that temperament. Hey there, everybody in TikTok land. Jenny Jen, hey there. Hey, Rob or RCJ. Hi, Ray. Everybody joining. Thank y'all so much for joining me this evening. But I was going back and forth trying to figure out what could I do. In 2022, I started following three content creators online. I'm like, okay, what are they doing? Everybody was talking about digital products and how digital products was rewriting their future, how digital products was allowing them to create quit their jobs and go on into their own journey and build the life they had already dreamed of. And I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So every single day, y'all, literally for 837 days, I followed these chicks. I followed them. I would show up when I got off work. I'm taking notes. I'm screen recording. I'm doing all that I can do. I visited the platforms they said to visit. I tried to incorporate everything they said. Problem is, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea how to create a digital product. I had no idea how to even get out whatever I could possibly create. I did not know how to build that platform for 837 days. And then my change came. My cousin introduced me to the digital growth community. She sent me a video of a webinar they had recently had. Within 3 minutes of watching that webinar, all the lights came on, the bells and the whistles, they started because I realized in just that short period of time that I had found what I had been looking for. Just looking at the fact that the first thing was we have a step by step blueprint that will introduce you to digital marketing. It said nothing about digital products. And when I first heard digital marketing, I started thinking about the digital billboards, that we see when we're riding up the street, up the road, up the highway. All of the promotions that we see on the billboards. Hey, Sharon Johnson. So I'm thinking that is what this is. Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. I thought that's what this was. But then, of course, I immediately purchased. I did not care that I didn't know what I was doing because just watching those few minutes of the webinar, something inside me just got real excited. There was a fire because I knew without a doubt that I found my place. Again, didn't know what I was doing, had no earthly idea, but that felt right for me. I, of course, sent her a text back and I said, I'm in, I'm going to purchase. And she said to me, there's absolutely no way you don't watch that video, that entire video already. And I said, no, I've not, but this feels right. I've been looking for something, for looking, desperately seeking for 2 years, looking for something that I could do so I could earn additional income and I wouldn't have to go somewhere trading my time for dollars. I wouldn't have to, when I actually retire, not have to go in and start once I've given 17 years to my job, was blessed enough to retire, then go working at Walmart or working at KFC or go cleaning houses, whatever. I wanted my time to be mine. But mind you, in 2022, I was still in a position of not having enough income to take care of all of my responsibilities. Because back in the day, when I did not have enough income to make my ends meet, I used payday loans, title pawns, pawning my jewelry, borrowing from my parents and my grandparents any way I could make ends meet because we never earned enough just for the basic standard of living. When I tell y'all, we were just literally trying to keep the lights on, keep food in the house. We had basic cars, we lived in a basic house. Our children dressed extremely well thanks to my grandmother, my grandparents, and my mom. Because of them, my children did not know lack. And it was breaking me on a daily basis because I could not provide for my children the same kind of stability I grew up in. I never in my life heard my grandparents talk about bills. They never discussed what utilities possibly being cut off. I never walked in the house and wound up in the dark, flipped the switch and nothing came on. That never happened to me as a child. That never happened to me as a grown up. Not until I got my own family. One day we walked home, I flipped the light switch, and there was absolutely nothing. So there were my little girls standing right behind me. I had to get on the phone and call my mom and tell her I'm bringing the girls to you because I was going to be in a house with no power. We could not pay the power bill. That's just how tight things were. So in 22, I switched from payday loans, title pawns, pawning jewelry, borrowing from family. I switched over the few years before 2022, and that morphed into refinancing my home. That morphed it twice. That morphed into getting a HELOC, a home equity line of credit on my home. That went into enormous credit card debt. When we went to get groceries, those groceries went on a credit card. We had eaten that food, pooped it out, and I'm still paying on it because I did not make enough to pay off my credit card by the end of the month. So not only have we consumed the groceries that were put on the credit card, now I got interest on top of the regular bill. So that was my life, the constant vicious cycle of never enough. And then in 2024, my cousin introduced me to DGC, the Digital Growth Community. And like I said, I knew without a doubt that this was for me. First and foremost, I'm like, this fits. It feels so good. I can do this, not knowing what I was doing. So I jumped in, went through the modules, and I'm going to show y'all exactly what it looks like. I went through the training models. This is an educational platform. We have a training program that teaches you digital marketing skills. Not only does it teach you digital marketing skills, it teaches you how to launch, how to grow, how to scale, and how to just expand your business beyond your wildest imagination. Because when you have a digital business, understand that you're no longer relegated to your city, your state, your country. You are now a global business owner because you're working it worldwide. When you have digital products, those products are sold, they are purchased, they are available immediately. You don't have any stock, you don't have any inventory, you don't have to pay for storing anything, because when you have digital products, everything is available online. And just like I said, you have your products available on your website. Somebody sees them, they have that interest, and they purchase. That's it. You don't have to sit there and walk through anything with them. And this business, the beauty of this business is it runs on autopilot. I do what I do. I love creating content. I love talking to the people. So I do what I do. The content that I create, we are taught attraction marketing. So the content I create, I specifically create my content for those moms who have lived my life, who are in the struggle, who are locked in never enough. Those ends never meet. It doesn't matter how hard you work, wherever you're working. You're loyal to that job, but is that job loyal to you? It is a shame that we put in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, sometimes 30, 40 years at a place of employment. We give everything we've got, and we still don't make enough for the basic standard of living. That is an absolute shame. That is a travesty. Absolutely nobody on the face of this earth should be giving themselves and not able to make ends meet. You should never have to tell your children, no, not today, because we can't afford it. You should never have to walk into a house, flip the switch, and nothing happens. You should never have to go to a grocery store and end up putting things back because they are so damn expensive. Nobody on the face of the earth, you fill up your gas, uh, what is it, a gallon at a time, because we can't afford. So you don't go anywhere on the weekends. You take your car and put it on the road when is necessary only. There's no more pleasure. We can't just go out and do things just because we want to, because we are so trapped in not being able to make ends meet, not being able to cover our daily expenses based on what we make at a job that we show up to every single day. That was my story for 32 years. I have worked uh, in insurance. I've worked in law. I have worked in industry. Just so many different jobs. But because I was not willing to drive 2 hours away from where I live, my salary was pretty much capped and relegated to my area. And that was okay. I was not going to trade being on the road for 4 hours because I wanted to make more money. I ain't about that life. I am not about that life. So the fact that hey Daily, hey there. Oh, Richard, you're still, hey, you so sweet, still hanging with me. Hey Dee Dee, hey Mishi. Hey, y'all. Thank you, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. What I am saying, I did all I knew to do. There was absolutely no more I could do. I tried the 17 side hustles. I worked my regular 9 to 5, left that job, went and clocked into my second job, and I still could not make ends meet. I was doing everything. I was showing up, doing my very best, but I still could not make ends meet for the basic standard of living. So when I decided that I was not going to do anything to take me away from my home, I'm like, so many people are making money online. I need to figure out what's being done. I need to figure out how they're doing it. And I need to get into that space. So 2022, I'm watching the content creators, was just as confused on day 837 as I was on day one because I couldn't pick it up. They were just, talking about what they were doing, how they were doing it, and how it was working for them. But this was brand new to me. What I needed in 2022 was what I was given in 2024. And that was a step by step blueprint that showed me what to do, how to do it, and when to do it each day. The four components we have in our system teaches us exactly when to plug in, exactly when to show up, how to show up, exactly how we need to communicate. That is what I learned literally just by reading a blueprint. I bought my program on September 16th. I launched my business on October 3rd. By October 14th, I had my first sale. When I purchased my program, I purchased the $900 program, which was that at that time the highest program we offered, or the training program we offered. Purchased the $900 program. I did it on a payment plan. First of all, of course, I felt like this was for me, but I ain't trying to drop $900 at one time. It was going to be a little easier to accept, knowing that I could break it up in a payment plan. So that is what I did. Launched October 3rd, October 14th, I got my first customer in the Netherlands. I live in the South. I'm a Southern girl. I know y'all can hear all of that. I got my first customer from the Netherlands 11 days after I launched my business. Did I know what I was doing? I absolutely did not. But I was dedicated to show up every day, to spend a couple of hours a day going through my training modules, going literally step by step, setting up my system, setting up my website, going through my module, looking at videos of trainings they had within the community. That's what I did. So when I got through that, I still did not know what I was doing. Hey, Jeanette, I still did not know what I was doing, but yet and still, either content I created, they either saw a video of me or one of my classified ads that I do not pay for. I'm sure you all are aware that you can purchase ads and promote whatever it is you're promoting. We are taught how to promote what we're promoting for free. Once you purchase your program and you purchase your website, which is done for you, this is literally plug and play. You do not need experience whatsoever. You don't need any tech skills. You do not have to bother your friends and family. This is not MLM. You're not building a team, and you get 100% profits of your sale. That's how I was in profit mode within 11 days of launching my business. Again, not knowing any of what I was doing. So I want to show you, hey there, y'all, for anybody just jumping in. I thank everybody for joining me. I greatly appreciate y'all. Just letting you know, my name is Sandra, and I am in the digital marketing space. If you are new to me, please follow or subscribe so you can get notification when I go live. And also know that I have seen so many copies of people's accounts. Y'all will know that this is me. Whenever I leave you a message or when I correspond with you, you will get the direct message from me, or I will leave a voice message. So you will know that this is me. I do not DM anybody. If you DM me, I will respond, but I don't DM anybody first. This is my only account. And I am in this digital marketing space, and being a part of this space has literally changed my mindset about my future. I was so terrified of what I would have to do because I never made enough money to contribute to a retirement fund. I did not have, back in 2022, did not have any savings. While my girls were coming up, I did not have any savings. I've never put anything away for retirement. My jobs, they make us contribute to retirement because they match it. But were it not for that, I would not have contributed anything for retirement because I never made enough to do that. So I don't have a 401k. I've never put money into that because I did not make enough. Everything I earned, I needed it to go to bills. But when I got in this business, there is a savings account. I have an emergency fund. I have that nest egg. I can show up for my children like my grandparents and my mom showed up for me. I never thought I'd be able to say that. If something breaks in my house, I no longer have to put it on a credit card and pay for it 2 or 3 times because interest has been piled on top of that payment. And y'all, back in the day when I was getting payday loans, I want to tell y'all just about, and for 2 years, 2 solid years, that's how I supplemented my income. And I know I'm all over the place, but I just got to tell y'all what my life looks like before I found this training program and the skills that I have learned. I have parlayed that to additional income streams. So that one investment I made, it has paid me over and over and over with things I didn't even know were skills before I got into this training program. But back to my payday loans. I got a payday, the very first payday loan I got, it was $500. And it was supposed to be paid off in 2 weeks. I've always been salary, so I've always gotten paid once a month. But okay, my husband did get paid, I think, every Friday, but whatever. So that first payday loan, $500. Of course, I couldn't pay it off in 2 weeks. So now I had to make a payment, and then, that rolled over. By the time I paid that, and I did that because I didn't want to ask my grandparents for money. Um, Dusty! I did not want to ask my grandparents for money. So had a bill, it was due. I'm pretty sure it was Georgia Power. That's who we stayed in trouble with all the time. Like, that's been a lifelong situation, except now. Anyway, $500 is what I borrowed. I don't know why I'm frozen. Trending invites, no, decline. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So yes, $500 is what I borrowed. Could not pay it back in 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, I had to go put some money on it because I should have been going in to pay it off in 2 weeks. So first 2 weeks came, had to make a payment. Second 2 weeks came, had to make a payment. By the time I was able to pay that loan off, I had to go and ask my grandparents for money anyway. So what I didn't do initially, I wound up having to do, thinking that that was the solution, that I was going to be able to do that. So y'all, by the time I paid off that $500, I actually paid $1,200. 3 months, a $500 loan. I paid it off in 90 days. And the payment that, with all that I paid in between time and with that lump sum payment I had to pay, that's $1,200. So yes, you heard that right. Let that sit in. That was $700 in interest. $700 in interest I had to pay for a payday loan. And y'all, that wasn't my first and my last. We literally lived off of payday loans as a supplement to our income for 2 years. 2 straight years. So when I tell you, it's not like I've not looked for options, but desperation will cause you to do some dumb things. That was a dumb move, but that was something I had to have in that moment because that bill had to be paid. You will only get so many cutoff notices, and then your stuff is cut off. So that's what I was trying to prevent. But then in 2024, when I got my hands on this program, I knew in that moment that this was going to work for me. Did I expect it to work that quickly? I didn't. I'm telling y'all, because I didn't know what I was doing. But I was following what was in front of me. It was not difficult because I had it laid out. So, those content creators I was trying to follow for 837 days, y'all, 837 days. I'm showing up with these three chicks every single day. I'm making my notes. My weekend was spent with them because I'm trying to learn. And y'all remember, we were still kind of somewhat in the shutdown then, but I'm trying to learn. So it's not like I was giving up anything else. I was trying to build my future. I was trying to build another level of stability for us because even though my girls are grown, I'm still mama. And you best believe the first person who will show up for them will be me. That is my duty and my obligation. And I love that I am able, if there's a need in my girls' lives, I can handle that. Now, I do. Now, hold on. Don't think they ain't paying me back because they're grown. But if they have an emergency, I'm taking care of that. And they don't even blink twice if they have to come to their mama. That's what I'm here for. But I want to show y'all exactly what helped me get to that position. Now, I have mentioned several times that I am a member of DGC community, and I hope y'all can see that. So, TikTok, there you go. And then there you are, Facebook, and yeah, there you are, YouTube. Everybody, y'all can see this. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I told y'all I don't know what I'm doing. So, please, if you are not following me, please go up and follow me or subscribe so you will know when I go live, and we can communicate if there's anything you need, because my email is available in all of my bios. Please follow me. Look at my bio. You can also find my website. If you go to my website, that same blueprint that put me in a position of leaving never enough behind, leaving that chaos and that hurt and that stress and that overwhelm, that same stress and overwhelm that landed me in the hospital for 4 days in 2007 because I thought I could handle everything being superwoman until the top popped. And I couldn't. So when I got out of the hospital, I was released with two medications, one for anxiety and another for depression. And you best believe I swallowed those pills because it was too much. It had become too much for me to bear. But y'all, all of it was because we did not have enough money just to sustain a basic standard of living. And I got tired of juggling bills. I got tired of robbing Peter to pay Paul. I got tired of lying awake at night trying to figure it out. I was not sleeping. I blew up to 204 pounds. It was too much. My health was suffering because my wallet stayed empty. I could not depend on, even though I was a dedicated employee, even though I elevated any place I am employed, because I take my employment seriously. I give my all. But when somebody else has the authority and the power to decide your worth, therefore they decide what you earn, what you gonna do? The job that I currently have, when I started at this place, I made less in 2011 that I made in 1987. And I had two daughters that I was trying to raise. At that point in time, I was a single parent. Mhm. So, yeah, the salary I started with at my current job was less than I was making at my very first office job in 1987. But what was I going to do? I needed a job. I was not working, had not worked for 9 months. So getting the unemployment, which was, but I'm thankful, Lord God, I'm thankful. I am so thankful. But when someone else has the power to decide whether you work, what your hours are, how much money you make, and whether or not you will keep your job, that is giving somebody else way too much power to decide the stability and the sustainability of our household. That's, you're just giving away all your power. So y'all, it's time to take your power back. Especially, I keep saying this, if you are a mom, because or a woman, because everybody knows if a woman is jacked up, the whole house is jacked up. The family is going to be real shaky. But if a mama is whole, that just filters down to everybody else and everything else in her life. So we are working, we are trying to reach mamas, we are trying to reach women, because men folk, y'all know, when things feel good with us, we real good to y'all. Y'all know that. Anyway, hey, oh my God, hey, sweet Shara. Mwah, hey, love. Give my baby some sugar. You get Kenzie some sugar for me. Anyway, so where we are now, if you go up to my bio, everybody, so Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, if you go up to my bio, and again, please follow or subscribe to my channel or to my account, so you will know when I go live, or you we can communicate whatever it is. If you have any questions, I gladly respond to all of my comments. I gladly respond to all of my emails. Now y'all, if I'm asleep, yeah, let a sister sleep. I'm old, I'm 60 now, I got to get my sleep, I'm old. But anyway, if you go up to my bio, you will see my website, and that is Make Money You Control. And I am so serious about that. Again, it is time, with the government in the state is in, with the economy in the state is in, with our employers in the state they're in. We don't know what's going to come up from day to day. So I felt a little conflicted. I really did. I'm like, do I need to keep doing this? If people don't have enough money to get groceries to make ends meet, how are they going to invest in themselves? Y'all, you do what you do. I don't want to pressure anybody. That this is not pressure. I will not pressure anybody. But what I do know is, if I found a way out, it is my duty to share with others. This is a possibility for you. The beauty of this, I don't care which program you decide on, we have payment plans. I told y'all before my second payment was due. I didn't tell y'all. I think I said that last night. But before my second payment was due, I was already in profit mode. So I earned back what I invested before my second payment was due. So what you will do, you will go to my bio, go to the description in my bio, and you will see my link. It is Make Money You Control. This is that page. Y'all, I'm going to try to do this. I'm kind of backwards. Yes. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. So Girl, oh yeah, now okay. So this is that page, and you will see at the very top, if one paycheck isn't enough to carry the life you're responsible for, you are in the right place. It is my duty to teach others how to get out of the dungeon, financial dungeon you're in, if the check you bring home is not enough. And y'all, please don't do what I did over the years and go and find a side hustle that cannot cover you. Let me go back to that. When I had those 17 side hustles, when I got paid from them, I could not make enough from a side hustle because wherever I had to go, there was gas. Then I also had to eat food that night. There was additional time. So I may get home at 11, 12 o'clock because I'm in another city with my side hustle. It wasn't, the only thing I could do from home was medical transcriptionist, but everything else I had to show up at a location. So there was gas, there were additional expenses I incurred trying to get to that side hustle. So by the time I got the check from that side hustle, I couldn't even pay utilities. I could pay the water department, but I certainly couldn't pay electricity. But y'all, in hold on, children, my throat getting dry. Thank you. In this training program, being a part of this program, what now? A month's worth of side hustling could not pay a utility bill, a power bill. Let me make it our biggest bill. But do you realize in this business, I'm going to pop right here. In this business, if you were to, because of the programs we have, the training programs we have from my 17 side hustles, not once did I make enough in a month to cover one of our big utility bills. But with this program, the programs that we have access to, one sale, one day can cover my mortgage. Oh, my little sister has showed up. Hey, my love. We have 5 different programs that you can take advantage of. And with our programs, like I said, there are payment plans available. But one sale on one day of our $1,400 program can cover my mortgage. Y'all, I hope I don't have to leave you. But yes, so we have the 1,400, the $900 program, which is where I started. Excuse me. Then we have the $600. Can y'all see that? I'm sorry. Yeah. $600, $300, and $100 training program. Y'all have got to excuse me. I'm about to choke to death. Hold on, children. Hold on. I got to give me some honey. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Okay. That's some good stuff. Amazon. Anyway, these are our training programs. And like I said, you can get, if you join our $1,400 program, that gives you access to 10 income streams. 10 income streams because you get our program in English and in Spanish. If you get the $900 program, you can either purchase the English or the Spanish program. The same with all the rest of them. But that is exactly what that looks like. And back to my website. So, can y'all, everybody see that? Oh, good. I've got it in everybody's site. So, this is my website. You put your email in when you, this is my story. And right in this area, this talks about my 32 years, my 32 years of never having enough, my 32 years of always having to earn extra income by any means necessary. It was legal, but I had to earn extra income doing jobs. Y'all, seriously, doing jobs I did not want to do, but it was necessary because I needed the extra money. Not that I was too good to do any of those jobs. So please don't think that's what I'm saying. I just did not want to do them. They did not bring me any fulfillment. It was literally mechanical. Go in, do the job, go home because it was necessary. That's what, hey, Tamil, that's what I had to do. So if you visit my website, you will go here. This is where you would drop your email. Drop your email here. And as soon as you drop your email, you will then get the blueprint. This, I don't know if you can, yeah, y'all can see that. This says, yes, send me the blueprint. This is the exact same blueprint that literally changed everything for me. It took me out of that confusion and that frustration and that sadness of following three content creators for 2 years trying to figure out how I can earn income online because I did not want to leave my house. I wanted to work when I wanted to work. I wanted to do the things I wanted to do. And I'm like, okay, I have a lot of skills. I can figure out how my skills can benefit somebody else, because that's what you do with digital products. You, whatever, wherever there's a need, wherever there's a lack, if somebody is needing something, favorites one of my favorite digital products, and y'all, I put so much heart into this product. It is a caregiver's guide. And because with my aunt and my mom, we cared for my grandfather and my grandmother. And then with my brother and sister, we cared for our mom. So things I learned, some of the little nuances that we experienced, even with how to communicate with the doctor, even with how to communicate with someone from the outside, an external caregiver. How do you put things in order? What kind of things do you need to capture if they're taking this particular medication? What is the interaction with this medication? Do they do this for 3 or 4 days and then they stabilize? So I think that is a 42-page guide with forms that you literally fill out. I am so proud of that product. I have given it away to some people because I know that they have gone into a space of caregiving, and these are people I know. And I'm like, listen, if we had had this guide when we were taking care of mama, daddy, and my mom, things would have been so much easier because we could have served them better. That's how you create a digital product. I created a digital product based upon my need. I have no medical experience, but I know what my family and I went through when we were caring for our people. And we want to be in the best possible position to serve those we are caring for. I don't care what it is we have to do or how long we have to do it. We should be in the best position to be of great service to our people. And that guide, I mean, I'm putting little things that we found out the hard way. So anything that I put in there, it was to serve the people better so they could serve the people in their families better. Like I said, that is one of my proudest products. But that's how you create a digital product. You go out and you see the need. So right now, these digital products that we have created, I didn't have to do any of this. These 5 products were created for me. So when I decided I wanted to make money online, I'm watching these 3 content creators. They're talking about how digital products has made such a difference in their life. They have sold so much, they have elevated so much, they've been able to quit their jobs and do their own thing, create their own business opportunities. They're training other people on how to do this. So one girl, she did have a course. That course was $4,500. I'm like, you done bumped all of your head. $4,500. And with us, now you did go through her training. I don't know what other outreach you would get from her, but with us, you go through your training on your time. You do it according to when you're able. But know that you also have access to a community of almost 61,000 people who have gone through this. We have six in the US alone. We have, I think, 136 six-figure earners. We have one self made millionaire in the US, one self made millionaire in Canada, 37 self made millionaires in South African Rand. Y'all, when I tell y'all we are worldwide, I just said earlier, we're not relegated to our city, our state, or our country. We are literally worldwide. Wherever there's a need, we show up to meet those needs. People are needing to take their own financial well being into their hands so they can make the decision of where they go, where they stay, how they live, how they love, how they show up for themselves and their people. So when you control what you can control, and if you make a decision to start building additional income that's not tied to a boss or a job, build additional income that's not capped by an hourly rate or a salary, or income that cannot fluctuate based on somebody else's decision. They decide whether or not you still have a job, or they decide whether or not you're going to work full time. It is time we controlled what we can control. And if you have the ability to just jump into a program that can teach you skills, high income earning skills, in demand skills. Y'all, we're taught AI, we're taught UGC, we're taught how to create our own digital products. I have an entire digital store. I don't remember how many products I have, but I made $547 or $574. I got to go back and look at my notes over a weekend. Products I had created, they hanging out in the store. People see what I've created. I am on Gumroad. That is the platform that houses my digital store. Gumroad, after you sell $10, excuse me, in products, Gumroad pushes out your products for you. They promote your products for you. Now they take a little teeny tiny cut of what you make, but I found out about all of that in this program. I learned skills that I can transfer to another industry. I have trained other business owners how to promote their business online. They have been busy buying the billboards and buying the on ESPN, those little commercials that pop up on ESPN when you watch TV. They're spending their money on cable. So I have shown them you can get a greater reach because you can select exactly where you want. You can target. You can decide exactly who you want to see your promotions, how you want to see, how often you want them to see. You can do all of that for free. So when I train businesses, I teach them how to promote that. I teach them how to set up their social media. I teach them how to give away free products to build that trust from the community. I teach them how to do all of the things I've learned. So I want to show y'all, hold on, children. I want to show y'all what the community looks like. So here we are. This is our community. Y'all see all of that? All of that. And I want to point out this number right here, right there. That's almost 61,000 people who have made the decision to take a chance on themselves, to bet on themselves, to have confidence in themselves, and make a decision that they're going to control what they can control. They are not going to be at the mercy of somebody else's decision to cut their hours, fire them, lay them off, reduce their salary, whatever it is. When you work for someone else, you are at the mercy of whatever whim they got going on in the moment. So this is our community, and I want to point out people share all kind of things. We encourage each other. We show up for each other. And I want to go over a few of the wins. I am not good at all with putting in my wins, but I celebrate with everybody. So y'all see, we celebrate each other. So I want to pull up a win. Let's see. Okay, so Manuela with her sweet self, she got $100 launch pad customer. And this is, here is, oh, I can't pronounce her last name. But after our webinar, she got a legacy builders customer. She got a $900 customer. So she created her content. She reached the person who needed to be reached. They connected with her cost. Whatever she said in her story, however she delivered her content, they connected with her. So after we had the webinar and they heard, the person heard of the experience of others, they got a complete run through of what this program looks like, the kind of help you get, the kind of assistance you get, how we show up for each other. They decided to purchase. They saw the vision. They knew that this was something that would work for them. And let's see, got her first lead. Y'all, it's hard for me to read this. I think a Stephanie had a $300 sale just after breakfast. So understand, y'all, we don't have to sit around and do anything to sell our products. This is an automated system. We create content. This content is evergreen. Once it's online, it's online. So you can create content, go on and live your life. Do whatever it is you want to do. Do you have to go live? No, you don't. I want to go live because I want to spend personal time. Y'all can see my content created and not know whether or not as much as I fumble, you know that's real. But you can see content that I create and not know whether or not that's AI. But if I'm live, y'all know this is me. I'm human. I'm a real human being. And it's seriously, as much as I mess up, y'all hear me stumbling and fumbling. But anyway, these are our wins. I want to show you one of the best aspects of our community. I hope y'all can see that well. That is our calendar. When you purchase a program, that's what I was saying about the lady who had the $4,500, one of the ones I was following for 837 days. She had the $4,500 program and training you could purchase from her. I didn't look into it. It really didn't matter. I didn't have $4,500 to give her. But do you see, when you join us, you're not left alone. You are not left alone at all. All of these are training opportunities. If you purchase the 900 or $1,400 program, excuse me, y'all. If you purchase the 900 or $1,400 program, you are then able to get live interactive training with our founder and business mentor. She's the millionaire. She is a seven-figure earner, almost eight-figure earner, and she gives us every single day, y'all. She drops nuggets from her experience. Michelle is not going to give us anything that she's not tried. She will try something, see if it works, and then she will share it with us. She's going to feed through the weeds, but if it works, she shares it with us on a daily basis. Right now, we are in an 11K run. So it's 11K in 30 days. And with that, I want y'all to see, look at all of this. 11K in 30 days. That's what we're on right now. We're always going on runs. And when we go on runs, she gives us nuggets every day. It can be a 5-minute video, it can be an 8-minute video. But if you implement what she is sharing with you, if you fine tune the way you're running your business with what she shares, you are getting ready to get on the road to success. I cannot tell you you will achieve success because I don't know your work ethic. I don't know how dedicated and committed you will be, but you have to show up and be committed. What she's doing is giving us the tools. We are learning the skills. She is giving us the tools to experience success. So, like I said, that $4,500 program, I don't know what all I would have gotten from her. Would I have just gotten a booklet? Would I have gotten some modules that I could go through? Then what would have been the additional help? I have no idea. But that is what we get on a daily basis. You show up committed and you refuse to lose. This is your business. You find out how it works for you. You find out how it fits you. You run your business. As long as you run it ethically and as long as you have a heart to serve, you will reach people and you will be able to build your business. And the last thing I wanted to show y'all, if you join with me, can y'all see all of that? I am paying for a mentor, a personal mentor, and business coach. And because that is what I'm paying for, anybody who joins with me now for this month, for the rest of this month, anybody who joins at the 300, you know what? I'm going to show y'all on this. I think y'all can see it better here. Can y'all see that better? Okay. Maybe not. So I'm going to read it to y'all. I'm going to keep it up here. I know y'all probably can't see that far, so I do apologize. But this is for anyone who joins with me. This is not offered to anybody, but because I took the leap, I want to get better. I want to serve better. And the only way I'm going to serve better is that I know this program better, that my focus is changed, that I'm laser focused on bringing out as many women, especially mothers. I serve everybody, I'm telling y'all, but my heart, because I don't want another family to go through what I went through. I don't want another mom's children to avoid her or to be afraid to come in the room with her because they don't know what mama they're getting ready to find. My children had no idea from the time they went to bed to the time they woke up what kind of mood I was going to be in. And that was not me. Y'all, I'm silly. I'm goofy. I love to laugh. I love to make others laugh. But when I was under that financial pressure, that a lot of things that took place in our lives, our children a few years ago had to remind me of because I blocked it out. I don't remember. And I don't remember because it was not me. So I had some behaviors that were extremely hateful, that were extremely short, because that's what that financial pressure caused me to become. I don't ever want to be that heifer again. I will not. I don't care what I have to do. I will not be under the chokehold of financial pressure. I won't do it. I will not do it. I am going to find a way. And this, I'm telling y'all, this is my way. I have every bit of confidence that is within me that this has become my solution. I don't have a plan B. I don't have a plan B. I don't need a plan B. I have already experienced success. I am improving. I'm getting better. So the fact that in 11 days, I had a $900 sale, not knowing at all what I was doing classified ads and making 3 videos a day. That's all I was doing. Refused to go live, wasn't doing any of this, but in 11 days. I'm not saying that's normal. As a matter of fact, I've been told that's quite abnormal. But the thing is, I bet on me. And I knew that I was not going to let go until I made something out of this opportunity. So if you join with me this month only, now after this month, it's going to go up, but this month only, if you join at the 300, 600, 900, or $1,400 program, you will receive these bonuses: lifetime mentorship and lifetime access to my coach's private inner circle. In the inner circle, that's when he really gets up close and personal. We have content audits. He will look at whatever it is we're doing, and you come in there with your big girl and big boy panties on, cause he's not being hateful. He's trying to be helpful. So if there's a short anywhere in what we're doing, if we're lacking, if we're not approaching our people so they know what we're talking about and we know we're showing, they know we're showing up for them. Okay, my puzzle has popped up, y'all. I'm going to have to do that before I can continue on. Hold on, Chidri. Hold on, Chidri. Oh, woo! I'm getting better with that. Okay. So yes, he will do our content audit. So can you imagine? I went what 15 months without having my content audited to know whether or not I was even making the right content, whether or not I was connecting with people. I was making money. So apparently, something I said was connecting with people. But the way things have changed since he became my coach, yeah, my content is not the same. And I am even more comfortable. I now have joy in making content because it's literally effortless. I don't even have to think about it. Before, I had to plan it. Now I'll grab my phone, I don't care where I am. I was taking off my makeup the other night and I'm like, I got something I need to say. And grab my phone and I said it because I'm just that comfortable reaching out to people. But again, lifetime mentorship from and lifetime access to my coach's private inner circle. And the biggest plus in that is that content audit. If you are making content and you feel stuck, he will get you unstuck. Trust me when I tell you. Also, a one on one fast start. He is going to ask you, why did you purchase? What is the reason you purchased this program? What is it feeling in you? What are you looking for it to change in your life? And he will tailor whatever it is you just told him. And because that's your natural state, that is your why, that is your truth. He's going to teach you how to turn that into your outreach message, will teach you exactly. And you will get a script from him. You will learn how to deliver that script, but all your content will come from you because what matters most is authenticity and truth. So don't make up a story that is not real trying to reach a certain person because you're just trying to make money. Don't do that. Do not do that. He's going to tell you, and one of his biggest pushes is to tell you to be authentic, show up as your authentic self. So you'll get that one on one fast start. And if I had had this when I started, I can't even imagine where I'd be right now. I'm very comfortable and thankful for where I am. But if I had had an opportunity to do this, I, anyway. And then free access to his 10K per month mentor group. That is where he pushes us. He will see exactly what we're doing. He'll get on, he'll follow, and he will determine if some things need to be tweaked. If you need to add this, if you need to take this away, he is really going in and paying attention to what we're doing so that we can be better. So anytime you have somebody that you can rely on and you know their heart is to only make you better because he's determined to make you win, that's what you get access to as well. And then just as a gift to you, a complimentary vacation for four of to one of over 150 vacation destination with the package of 800 to $3,500 value. One of the trips he mentioned was to Belize. I'm sure that's one of the $3,500 values. Now, yeah, you will have to pay for your transportation, but your hotel and anything in that vacation packet that is covered. So even if y'all wanted to go and visit Savannah, then all you have to do is drive down there. Your ground transportation or your air transportation, that is your responsibility. But he is certainly going to cover your hotel. So, again, for the rest of this month, anybody who buys from the $300 program to the $1,400 program, that all of this is included. Next month, he's going to go back to his regular offering, which means it will be the 600, 900, or $1,400 program that will get you access to all of this. And I will tell you the importance of having that one-on-one support to get the fog out, to give you clarity is, y'all, it's, listen, I'm telling you, the confidence that I have, that I've grown into just because I have that support has made all the difference for me. And I hope I have said something and shared something that will make you think, that will make a difference in your life. Again, for anybody who's just jumping in, my name is Sandra. It is my heart to go after mommies, women, head of households, to get them out of the stress and overwhelm of being stuck financially. If they cannot make ends meet, if every time they turn around, something that is an inconvenience causes panic and now it's a crisis. Anybody who needs another source of income, if we're relying on just one source of income, that can change at any minute. You could be fired, you could be laid off, someone can cut your hours, anything can occur. For me, I fully intend to retire in 2028. My health may cause me to retire sooner. So that's not going according to my plans. If your salary changes, if what's coming in your house is what's holding up your house, what happens? If you lose that source of income, you need a backup plan. And I will tell you, so many people in our community, this has not, this has gone from their backup plan to their only plan. They've been able to quit jobs. They've been able to literally give everything to this business. I'm really excited about 2028 because then I will be able to give my entire self to this business. I love it. I love the community engagement. I love helping people. I love mentoring people. I love sharing with them skills. When I give people skills or ideas of making digital products, that's for free. I will share all of me for free, but I will only go so far. You needing to get in the mud and get it for yourself and learn those skills for yourself. You learn those skills in our training programs. I can't teach you all of those digital marketing skills. I can't teach you how to build a business. I cannot teach you how to market it. I can teach you how to create digital products. I can teach you how to house and sell your digital products. I can teach you all of that. But what comes with this training program, you also get your website. You also get your payment gateways. So when somebody purchases something, it's automatically connected to your payment, your banking, your however you want it, wherever you want it to go. It is automatic. So when you get a payment, you get a payment. So there is no middleman. Like I said, this is not team building. You are truly running your own business. This is your thing. You are in business for yourself, but you sure are not by yourself. You got a whole gang of folk rooting for you, standing in the gap, trying to help you achieve. So if you're not following me, please um um wow, that was okay. If you're not following me or if you have not subscribed, please do that. Follow me so that you for sure know that this is my only page. I will not DM anybody. If you get a message from me, that's not me. I see so many accounts that have been duplicated. So if you get a message from me, I'm not DMing you. If you DM me, I'm going to respond back to you, but I'm not going to send anybody a message directly. So know that this is my only page. So if you follow me, if you subscribe, you know for sure when I go live. It's not somebody else pretending to be me. But my website is in my bio. Click the link. It will take you straight to my welcome page. That is where you will put your email address. You will get the same blueprint that brought me out of my struggle. You will get the same blueprint that has allowed me to build a savings, allowed me to build a nest egg, allowed me to show up for my children whenever there's a need, allowed me to get new flooring in my house, purchase appliances. When something dies, I don't have to think about it. I only pay for it one time because I don't have to put it on a credit card. I pay for it. Well, I put it on a credit card so I can get the points and the cash back. I do that with some fries, but I don't have to put it on a credit card because I can't afford to pay it outright. I do not allow any of my charges on my cards to roll over to the next month. I do not believe in paying interest on a credit card. This is what this business has done for me. It has put me in such control of my finances. I can make decisions because I want to make those decisions. I'm not making decisions because I'm forced to make the decisions because of how much money I have or I don't have. So I live a life of preference, not a life of permission, as in permission from the money I have in the bank telling me, yeah, you can afford this, or no, you can't afford this. You can go here, you can't go there. No, ma'am. I'm too old to be under the chokehold of money. And it is this program that has brought me out of that. I am grateful, and it is my duty to share with as many people who will listen that this is an opportunity you can take. Again, $100 is our launch pad. $300 is our passive daily pay. 600 digital mastery, 900 legacy builders, and then 1400 is our Legacy Builders Bundle Pack, where you get all programs in English and in Spanish. So that opens you up to a totally different opportunity to reach Spanish speaking people. You can reach people that we've been able to reach them, but that just opens us up to so much more, so many more lives to change, so many more lives to impact. So again, follow me, subscribe, so you know when I go live. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I will gladly respond. You can either send them to my email, or you can respond in DM. I will respond back to you. So I'm wrapping this up. I thank you all. If you have any questions, please leave them on any of my content. I respond to all questions. I don't care where you are. Leave on any of my content. Send me a DM. Send me an email. Go to my welcome page. Drop your email so you get the blueprint. And y'all, if you don't join, that's fine. Our blueprint teaches you the skills of digital marketing so you can promote. If you have a brick and mortar business, let's just say you're a painter and you want to start promoting your business so your reach is greater. If you're a mechanic and you want to promote your business so your reach is greater, you can do it all for free. Our blueprint will teach you how to market your business, whatever the industry, wherever you are. If you are a piano player and you teach piano lessons, it will tell you how to market that. Now, getting into our program will tell you how to set up that piano business, and you can have your clients from one end of this globe to the other, because you can teach digitally. You don't have to be right there in your local city. So that's it. That's all, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will be back tomorrow. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am happy to assist you in any way I can. Y'all take good care. I thank everybody who joined tonight. And as always, this is big, big fun. I do appreciate you all. Y'all take care. Now I'm signing off on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So I'm going to look crazy for a little bit, children, because I got to sign off one at a time. Y'all take care. I appreciate y'all. Mwah.